Good. Namaskar. All of you. Day three. It's so lovely to start the day with meditation. As such, we are calm after a full night's rest. And then waking up and sitting for meditation, consciously calming our mind, consciously silencing our mind is really beautiful. Last 2 days been phenomenal. Many of you have been noticing that, and I'm glad. As days go by, this calmness that is pervading in our being will become more and more deep. You will enjoy that. What is pervading in this whole universe? The whole universe is nothing but a dance of energy. Each of us, we are an aggregate of three basic things: energy, conscious, and wisdom. E, C, and W. Energy, consciousness, and wisdom. Each of us has all these three things. I have an energy of my own, you have an energy of your own. We have a consciousness of our own, and we also have a wisdom of our own. Moment to moment, we operate in these three things, and it keeps varying. As we grow in life, these become more and more deep, more and more subtle, and helps us in leading life more beautifully because they become more and more subtle. Every person is the sum total of their thoughts and feelings, and that decides what energy they operate from. We all have a frequency of energy. On a scale of 0 to 100, some are at 27, some are at 75. Buddha probably was at 100. So we are all on our journey to move, to bring into force all that is available to us. And if we are energy, if another person is also energy, then we are affecting each other. The way universe is affecting us. Daytime we have a certain energy, nighttime we have a different energy. Because sun is there, sun is not there. When moon is up, we have an energy. When moon is not there, another energy. So everything is a matrix. The energies keep affecting each other. So it is very important for us to be in a certain energy to lead a peaceful life. Understanding is important. Once we understand, at many levels, we will be able to use it. When you are in a very happy mood, you emit a certain energy. When you are in a sad or angry mood, we emit certain energy. This is understandable. This we have observed. Attraction. I'm sure all of you would have heard about it, which says that like attracts like. So if you have a certain energy, you tend to attract people of that same energy. So depending on our mood, our energies change. Depending on our emotions, our energies change. But it cannot change. Too much of a change cannot happen. It will always remain within a certain bandwidth. On a scale of 1 to 100, If your energy is 30, that means you generally move within a bandwidth of, let us say, 25 to 30. It is not likely that you are oscillating between 10 and 90. You may not have never touched 90 in your life. But there are people who operate at 90. So people are all different because their intrinsic energy are different. And that intrinsic energy is based on our appreciation of life around us, our appreciation of how this world exists and how this world is operating. The world is full of living beings, not just human beings. And in our society, we have things happening. And when something happens, if it is to our liking, then we feel happy. If it is not to our liking, then something else happens. So, moment to moment, society is affecting us. Moment to moment, our family is affecting us. Moment to moment, our own thoughts are affecting us. Now, that same spot, energy of all frequency are available. If all frequencies are made within 0 to 100, then where you are sitting, that space has 0 to 100. It is not energy is available only in a place of ocean, and where you are sitting, only low energies are there. It is not like that. Every spot has the full spectrum of that energy. People who are capable of tuning into different frequencies are able to absorb it. So what prevents us from absorbing? If you think right, then right energy will come. If you think wrong, wrong energy will come. It is that simple. The universe doesn't make any favoritism. It has just a system in place and said, this is how it works. What you want, you take. So what do you take? You need to understand this principle. Once you understand this principle, we can make our life beautiful. It's like when you sit in front of a TV with a remote in your hand and you click on a certain channel, a certain frequency is activated and that channel comes. If you click on a different channel, a different button, a different frequency is emitted and a different channel comes. So you change the frequency and you get a different. One channel has music, one channel has devotion, another channel has violence. Our life is also exactly the same. What kind of frequency are we tuning into? You can go to a pub. And then when we come back, sometimes we say, I'm so drained. I should not have gone there. Or sometimes you go to a place, trekking, you go to a place of beauty. You go to the beach, you go to a place of your liking. And when you come back, you are all energized. What happened there? Two places, maybe your mood is same, but when you came back, you felt different. The reason being, energies are same everywhere, but certain places, because of human intervention, that energy has a certain amount of frequencies more pronounced. That space also has the most beautiful energy, but it is pronounced. So, if we have the remote in our hand where we click on the higher energies all the time, then how beautiful our life will be. You can always move in the higher energy of love, happiness, peace, and bliss. That's why spiritual science says your life is in your hand. There is nobody up there deciding that today you will be given a bad situation and tomorrow you will be given a better situation. Situations are there. How do you walk into it? and universe, a world full of all kind of frequencies of energy. How do you navigate through that? You are actually navigating through it. When you travel on a road, and if you see a traffic block, you take a detour, you take a different path, and then you circumvent. But in life, when you are surrounded by a certain situation, we sit and cry. We become sad. We don't even look at the possibility of circumventing it. Circumventing that one is in our hand. It is not high talk. It is in our hand. Once we understand the concept of energy and how energy decides everything in our life, and who decides what energy it is, that's the beauty. You decide. So when we learn how to mold the energy, our life will become better. How do we spread energy? How do we give out energy? Like, let us say you are traveling in a bus and it stops at a bus stop and you see this man standing there, drained. And one look at you, you can make out he's drained, he's not happy with his life, maybe something hit him in life, and he's in a certain situation which looks sitting in your bus, you can send him energy. Just think lovingly about him. Just say in your mind that dear one, everything is all right. I'm sending you good energy. So you would say, mind's eye, if you say, the moment you say that, that energy goes there. Thoughts are things. When we focus on something, because of our focus in the mind, a set of thoughts are created. And thoughts are things. And they go to a direction where we focus. So if we focus on a man who needs energy, and if we say good things, a good set of thoughts are created. Thoughts are things, and thoughts have a form. And a set of good thought forms are made, and those thoughts travel to where we. So moment to moment, in your own workplace, emit positivity. When you and if there are people who are emitting low energy thoughts, sometimes when we meet people, we say, I got trained being in that person's presence. Not for them at that point of time. So that made them think in a certain way that are making them emit that kind of energy. Nobody is intrinsically going around consciously sending bad thoughts. Everyone go through situations. We need to appreciate everyone with their space. But that doesn't mean we need to absorb that energy. The positive energy, the positive thoughts, they have a higher vibration. So it cannot be affected by lower kind of energy. So wherever you go, if you keep a high spirit, a happy outlook, a state of mind, then whatever people emit, whatever kind of people you meet, you will not get affected. So this is policy number one. Keep yourself beaming all the time, smiling all the time. In spite of the situation that happen in our life. Energy molds energy, and matter is nothing but a coagulation of energy. Situations in life are also energy molded in a certain way. Now, energy is with you. Who is molding it? You are molding it. This gives you responsibility for your own life, because the events that life is molded by our own thought. Now, most of us would say, I do not want a situation or bad life in my life, So how can that be true? Because I'm not thinking about a bad situation in life. Very true. But unconsciously, we have certain patterns. We are not even aware of it. We are not aware that we are thinking in a certain way all the time. All the time, 24/7, whenever we are awake, we have a certain set pattern of thoughts. And last 2 days, I'm sure you are becoming aware because and we are asking you to make your mind silent, and you are saying, oh my God, so many thoughts in my mind. Those thoughts were always there. Today, you are noticing that. That's all. As we meditate more and more, these thought patterns will change. The density of thoughts will come down. But it is our duty to be conscious of what we are thinking. Start start planting high energy thoughts, high consciousness words, high energy action. If we continuously focus on positivity in our day-to-day events, life will become beautiful. These are very, very small tasks. Noticing what you think day to day, moment to moment, and changing it to a better one. In spite of the situation being not conducive for it. That is our effort. That is using our willpower. And we can do that. Everyone does that. And higher ones have shown us the way by doing the same. So start believing in it that my life is in my hand, and by simply changing the thought processes, we can change our energy. So with that, let us learn how to silence our mind again today. And how we do that is by observing our breath. The normal breath that is moving within us, in and out, we observe. We observe the inhalation, we observe the exhalation. We observe the inhalation all the way in, and we observe the exhalation all the way out, without changing the rhythm of the breath. Whatever rhythm you have, just observe it. Wherever you are sitting, I would like you to clasp your hands, keep it on your lap, cross your feet at your angle if you are sitting on a chair. If you are on the floor, cross it, remove your specs, relax your body, and close your eyes. And start observing your normal breath. Start observing your natural breath. Do not go after any thoughts. Relax your body, relax your mind, adjust your body if you need to. Let us sit quietly without movement. Observe each breath. Observe the movement of your breath within your nostrils. Movement of the breath is important. Watching that one is important. Look at the density of the breath. Feel the warmth or coolness of the breath. Feel how long or short your breath is. Feel up to which part of your body the breath moves in and how far it goes out of you. Make friends with your breath. Connect with your breath. Keep observing. Keep watching. Be with your breath. Stay focused on each inhalation, each exhalation. Inhalation, exhalation. In breath, out breath. Stay focused on your breath. Be with your breath. Intensely watch, observe your breath. Be with your breath. Be with your breath. Stay focused. Last 2 minutes, be with your breath. One more minute. Last minute. Stay focused on your breath. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Five, four, three, two, one, zero. Take your time. Slowly bring yourself back. Whenever you are ready, unclasp your hands and keep on your eyes for 5 seconds. Welcome back from wherever you were. I'm glad we had a good time together and a good meditation. So with that, we take leave. Today, the task for you is to observe nature, people, your own self, and find out where on the energy matrix, on a scale of 0 to 100, where do you stand? Moment to moment, as your moods change, and where does people stand in your life? Just an observation. Don't be critical. Just whatever comes to you, and jot it down in your journal. On that note, I take leave. Have a good day. We'll meet in the evening. Namaskar.